Well, welcome back to Your Travel with Olivia. I'm Olivia, and thank you so much for joining me here again today. Today, I have an interesting topic for you, and that is all about the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, which is being promised to us by the end of this year. Today is December the 4th, and hey, by December 31st, we're supposed to have it in circulation. Now, obviously it won't be to the general public because they are looking at the distribution of that vaccine right now. But my question to each and every one of you is, if the vaccine was available to you today, right now, would you take it? No. Absolutely not. Okay. Let me give you the second part to that question then. If the vaccination was available to you and you had to take it in order to travel, would you take it? Well, you put it that way. I think I would. Right there, the dilemma comes. I mean, when you throw that in, travel, that makes it a little bit more complex. If you add travel, I don't know. Because we all love to travel, and so if you're going to hold us hostage with a vaccine, we might say, you know what? I might sign up for that. It changes everything when you add travel into it. And yet still the vaccine didn't change. So why did you say no at first? And yet still if you add travel, you're sort of thinking, should I or shouldn't I? He has a point. If I could just offer my opinion here, I think going forward, we are going to see that it be mandatory that you do have this certificate, passport, the COVID vaccine, anything that shows that you've had that vaccination in order for you to travel. Nobody's going to want to take on that liability. And so I can see it being mandatory. But hey, that's an opinion, and that is a question. That is the reality of what we are not so much dealing with today, because that is not even on the table right now. If you look at the possibility of the distribution going forward, travel or people who are traveling is way down on the list. And so out to the general public, we may not even be looking at that until around September of 2021. Who knows going forward as they sort of figure out who's getting this vaccination first and how many can they have available to us. And so that usually takes anywhere from 5 to 8 years before you're actually seeing a vaccine for any viruses that we have seen in our past. And so now all of a sudden, this one is getting pushed out under a year. And that's because the Minister of Health has signed it off as an interim order as part of the Special Access Program. And this is so that we can get that COVID-19 vaccination out there in order to help and facilitate with the treatment, the mitigation, and the distribution of this vaccine as quickly as possible. But as the consumer, how much can we trust of that? Now, I'm not saying that we need to distrust it. I'm saying that maybe we need a little bit more information. And that's where I stand right now in regards to this vaccination. But if you add travel into it, and that kind of leaves you scratching your head, doesn't it? Yeah. So I ask you again, what would you do if you had to take this vaccination in order to travel? But in the meantime, think about it. You do have time to make up your mind as to whether travel is that important to you that you would take the vaccine, or absolutely resoundingly no, not taking the vaccination, even if it means forfeiting my travels. I leave it with you. And thank you so much for joining us here and just giving us your input, because it's important that we get the message out there. As always, I am here just helping you to get through your travel plans as much as you can. And don't forget, as I mentioned in my previous video, I will be pivoting away from travel a little bit, not a lot. I'm sure I'll be able to put travel in there somehow, some way, but I will be presenting some other topics as well. Anyways, it's always a pleasure being here with you. Look forward to seeing you again next week. And if this is your first time visiting this channel, don't forget, consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button. Look forward to seeing you. Adios. Adios. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Let's stop the spread of this disease. Together, we can make it happen. Ciao.